Next question is, what policies do you support that will address the three most important issues to people living in San Bernardino, which are, did you start already?
Mm-hmm.
Which are education, jobs, crime, and public safety.
In 60 seconds or less? Well, I think the education portion really is not as much up to the mayor or the city as it is up to the school boards or the colleges and their boards, because they have separate boards that are
Right.
responsible for that. However, I really have always had a dream that downtown San Bernardino could be not only the government and justice center, it also could be an educational hub. And I think in terms of vocational programs, certification programs, whether it's a nursing program, a paralegal program, a firefighter, or a police officer, or police academy programs, culinary programs, certifications. A lot of kids can't make it through college for whatever reason. My daughter's one of them. But yet she has been able to learn every part of our business. The embroidery,
Right.
the graphics, the silk screening, and now she's learning QuickBooks and the bookkeeping portion of it. So why can't there be certification programs for those kinds of things? If you open that up and you promote the ideas, then you get the partners that have the ability to place those outfits, those types of organizations downtown. I think you all of a sudden open up a whole new avenue for bringing additional business downtown.
Right.
Any major city that you go to that has a university, I'll give you an example, Provo, Utah. All of Provo, Utah is all centered around the university. You can't go to a street in Utah that doesn't have either a little specialty shop, a soda shop, or there's a bowling alley, or there's something to do at all times. Movie theaters, ice cream shops, little bars, little pubs, little steak restaurants. Those kinds of things, I think, create the energy.
Right.
But you got to have something that creates the energy in the first place. So it's which came first, the chicken or the egg. You can't bring the businesses and then hope that the certification programs or these educational programs actually will work. They'll actually make a living, they'll make a profit. You have to bring something big first that can sustain itself, and then all the things that come around it will come.
Right.
That's the education portion. I also think there's been entrepreneur incubators. There's one up at Cal State, and I think we need to replicate those. I think if the city had any possibility of creating some kind of a business roundtable, and I think the mayor needs to do that. You both know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The business roundtables then give those businesses an opportunity to create an incubator. You create an incubator, you invite these folks, kids in high school or early college, put your ideas on the table. Let's see if our business can help you replicate that idea. I mean, those kinds of things, nobody just starts a business. Well, very few people just start a business at, 18 years of age and then make it worth multi-billions of dollars. Some do. I love them, but not everybody does. And they need a little help along the way.
Right.
So that talks at least about the education portion. The jobs portion, the city has to get out of the way of the private sector. You've got to remove the bureaucracy, the red tape, get out of the way, let people who want to bring these thousands of jobs that they have, for instance, down at the old base, there's thousands more slated to come. If the city stands in the way, they're not coming. The city's got to get out of the way. Let private sector do what it does best, which is make money.
Yeah.
I don't like it done on the backs of the taxpayers. I don't like the taxpayers to subsidize for-profit businesses.
Right.
I think that's wrong on every level. Nobody helped us get in business. Nobody gave us a $500,000 grant to keep things rolling.
Yeah.
But crime and public safety is the linchpin to making sure that people want to come downtown and be educated, and that employers want to bring jobs. So the community has to be safe and clean before those other two things happen. So that is a tripod of things that have to happen, but they all have to happen in concert with each other. If they don't, employers won't bring their companies here because they don't want their employees to be in an unsafe environment. Parents won't let their kids go be educated downtown if it's not safe.
Right.
I don't blame them. So you've got to create all of this at the same time. But the public safety issue is the biggest one. And I do have a solution for that. Longer than 60 seconds though.